Hey everyone, so this is Vikings Season 5, Episode 4, called The Plan. I'm gonna keep this relatively short, I think, because I didn't actually take notes this time. So, mainly because, by the time I was able to start watching this episode, it was, like 9 o'clock, and, like 9 o'clock that, last Wednesday night, and, the AfterBuzz TV recap for this show started to air at 10 o'clock my time, so I had like zero time to take notes and finish this episode in on time. So I was not able to take any notes. So hopefully, and I didn't go back to rewatch it and take notes. So I'm just gonna start with like the shortest amount, the shortest storylines, and then continue to the largest storylines. So, shortest storyline, or one of the shortest storylines, is Bjorn, who ends up reaching um, Sicily on Senric's advice, um, and while there, he meets this commander named Euphemus. I hope I'm saying that right because I'm saying it how it looks phonetically to me. So hope I said that right. Um, and he's the like he's Senric said something about how like this dude was trying to take over, um or trying to conquer somebody, um like the Persian. I think he's trying to conquer the Persians or something like. I think I heard the Persians somewhere in there or something like that. But something like he was trying to conquer somebody, but then he wasn't successful or some shit like that. And how, um, so that's why he was driven to Sicily because he was unsuccessful elsewhere. But Cynric eventually discovers that Euphemus is just a client or an underling of somebody else. Um, uh, Mainly the pretty much this Arab ruler named uh, Ziyadat Allah. Please correct me anybody who speak speaks Arabic and can properly say the name because I don't myself, so I don't want to butcher someone's name, seeing as how my name is butchered all the time. So just please correct me if I am wrong. Um, so Bjorn then's like, I want to go visit this dude, um, and the euphemist is like, okay, fine, you can go, but I'm not going with you. And then this girl, Cassia, who's this famous nun, um, is like, well, you've always promised me that you would take me, so please take me. Or she doesn't say please take me. She says I'm demanding you to take me there. And so he's like, okay, fine, I'll take you. So he decides to go with Bjorn and Sinric and everybody else to this dude. So that's one storyline. The other, um, the other small storyline that's probably even smaller than Bjorn's one is Uba, who comes back to Kattegat and asks for Lagatha's Lagatha's allyship, and making sure that making sure that Ivar isn't in charge of the Great Army anymore. And so this is where she proposes, well, if I help you taking out Ivar, you're gonna help me preserve my kingdom here in Kattegat from Harold. So they agree to that, and then that's the end of that storyline. Floki, is like, all father, why am I the only one here without any sort of human contact? Why am I the only one to enjoy all of this? and why am I not able to, share this with anybody else? So he asks permission to bring people back with him, and it looks like he's gonna do it, because we saw in the promo for the entire season, or at least the first half of the season, that he was with these people, was with other people, and he was with other people in this place, and he was talking to them, and all that. So it looks like he's gonna be successful in doing that, which is good, because I want to see him succeed and shit at something. Like, not only has his wife died, his daughter died, and his bromance with Ragnar died. So yeah, basically he um so yeah, that I mean, I'm starting to get intrigued by the storyline again. I'm starting to get a little intrigued, because up until this point, I was a little like, where is this going? Why do I need to care about this? And right now, I'm starting to get a little intrigued by it. So I don't have any predictions about this just yet, but about at least his storyline just yet. So I'm not going to predict anything as far as him and everybody else goes. There's only two predictions that I have, and I'll get to those. But next story, the last small storyline is with Astrid and Harold, and Astrid agrees to Harold's marriage proposal finally. And during the whole marriage ceremony, she's reminiscing on, being with Lagatha and all that, and all that. And then they're finally married, and that's basically all it really is. It's not much. If I'm forgetting anything about any of any of these four storylines, please tell me in the comments, because like I said, I didn't take notes, so I'm kind of just reading off of the Wikipedia page right here about what happened in the episode. So basically those four storylines that I just talked about were like made up about, I think, like half of the episode, and then everything else, as far as the rest of the episode, the rest half of the episode is deals with Ivar and Aethelwulf and Vitserk and Haemond in England. So basically, Judith's cousin Manel and his men come from Northumbria to help them out, and basically from that point on, Haemond ends up spearheading dealing with the Vikings, because of his supposed I don't want to say premonitions, but his supposed what's the word called, visions, his supposed visions given to him by God. And so basically, Haemond is like, Aethelwulf, we need to lay siege to the Vikings, and only when the Vikings are starving, because if we make sure that they are starving, they won't have the energy to fight back, because they'll be all skin and bones and shit. So they start successfully cutting off their food supply or supplies whenever the Vikings will go hunting outside for food. And the Ivar then starts instructing his men to start pretend burning bodies, so that it would look like they're starving, and so they're having to burn the bodies of their dead, because they're dead. So what else can you do besides burn them or bury them? So So Vitserk is like, well, what's your plan here, Ivar? What you need to share this with me because I decided to stay here with your ass because of I just decided to stay here with your ass because I mean Uba always made me feel like a dog, and so Ivar then starts humiliating him by barking like a dog, and then not only that, but not really sharing his plan with Svitserk. So anyway, so um yeah, so Ivar's not really cooperating. I mean, I like the fact that his plans so far have panned out, but I mean, why won't you share that with everybody? I don't know. I mean, up until this point, your plans have been spot on. They've been working. So why wouldn't you want to share that with it? I don't know. He's just being a little asshole right now. I don't know why, but like he's got the great army. I don't know why the fuck he's being a little asshole at the moment, but anyway. So when Aethelwolf and Haemon get word of bodies being burned, supposedly being burned, they go to the city with their army, um, and apparently they see that it's deserted, or what Wikipedia wrote, apparently deserted. So probably meaning that um, that it might not be deserted right now. Like it's because I haven't watched the preview for this week's episode yet. So uh, I'm gonna go watch that real quick and then give you my thoughts on the episode. Okay, so I just watched the promo, so I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I mean, I like this episode. I mean, it's still sort of building stuff because it's not even halfway done yet. Like at least the first half of the season, because it's not even halfway through the first half of the season. So like um I mean, I still feel like we're kind of building up to a lot of stuff, like building up to this great big storyline, as far as like Ivar and Uba go. So I don't know. Anyway, so I like the episode. I just still kind of waiting for like that one big moment where it makes me go, what the fuck? Like I'm still sort of waiting for that moment. Um, Kind of like with Empire. I mean, I watch Empire, and that this whole season with Empire has been kind of like blah. So the one moment that I was waiting for in Empire was happened in the episode before the fall finale, and I was just like, and the fall finale was just like very lackluster. So I mean, with this show, I'm still kind of waiting for that one what the fuck moment that I wasn't expecting. I mean, but I'm still loving the entire season. It's just that I mean, I'm still waiting for that one moment that shocks the hell out of me, if you know what I mean. So, um, basically, in Wednesday's episode, um, it looks like Uba and Halfdan get to where they're trying to get. Um, but all of a sudden, Euphemist turns on them and ends up, I guess, maybe taking them hostage, possibly. I don't know, because it kind of cuts off before when he instructs his men to point their swords at Halfdan and um, uh, Uba, or not Uba, Bjorn. I don't know why I said Uba, but Uba, Bjorn and Halfdan are looks like they're gonna get taken hostage or something. Um, and Euphemist is like, not everything. there's still so much you need to learn about the world because I guess everything's not as it seems or something like that. And then um, Floki decides to go to Kattegat and ask Lagertha for um, a group of people to come back with him to Iceland. Um, and she's like, hell to the fucking no, you ain't taking my men. Um, I forbid you to do this. So, now I got a prediction for Floki. Now I have a prediction now based off of that promo. And then the last thing we see is in York, where Aethelwulf and Haemond are celebrating the fact that they're taking over York again, and then all of a sudden we see Ivar and his men fighting Aethelwulf and his men. So clearly, I guess the city wasn't deserted. So anyway, so now I'm getting to my predictions. I still predict that Astrid will end up completely. While yes, she agreed to marry Harold, she's still on Lagertha's side at the moment. But I feel like once Lagertha gets word of Astrid's marriage to Harold, she will say, well, you are no longer welcome in my kingdom, or she's still gonna say or do something that will make Astrid completely be on Harold's side 100%. I still think that's gonna happen. So that's still my number one prediction. My second prediction is that Haemon is gonna end up trying to kill the, I guess you could say, royal family. He's gonna try to kill Judith, Aethelwulf, Aethelred, and Alfred. He's gonna try to kill all four of them, and then to take over the throne so that he can, because he's hungry for power. Like, it's obvious that he's hungry for power. So I'm thinking he's going to end up like trying to kill everyone in charge, like everyone in the royal court, to get the power, get the throne, because he's gonna try to spout it off as like, God wanted me to be the king of Wessex and shit and all that. But he's not gonna succeed though. I think it's the only reason why I say he's not gonna succeed is because I think he's gonna drag out until maybe the season, the 10th episode of the first half of the season, but possibly even longer, to the actual finale of the season, like the 20th episode. So I think that's what's gonna happen. That he's gonna try to do this. Excuse me. He's gonna try to do that, and then he's gonna end up getting killed. Because I don't necessarily see him being in season 6. Because I mean, if they have a season 6, so I think that's where, like, what's gonna happen is that he's gonna end up try his long game where he can get the throne and all of that, but he's not gonna succeed. And so I think that's what's gonna happen with him, at least with him. Now, as far as Floki goes, I think what's gonna happen with him is that he's gonna, when Lagertha shuts him down for taking some men to Iceland, he is gonna then end up turning to Harold to take some men to Iceland, and in exchange for giving Floki some men for this little trip, Floki's gonna have to first help him take down Lagertha. So I think that's what's gonna happen, personally. So now I got three predictions. So I'm kind of good. I kind of feeling good. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll obviously see because we still have like how much? Because there's 20 episodes in an entire season, so we just like so we've only done about like with starting with Wednesday's episode, we've only like seen 25% of the episode or 25% of the season so far. So we still got 75% of the season to go to get through. So I mean, we'll obviously see what will happen with that. So I'm actually like we're looking forward to Vikings on Wednesday now. So or for the rest of the season. So uh yes, we will see. And I'll do my hardest. I'll try my hardest to get this video, next episode's video up on Thursday. We'll see. And if I don't get it done by Thursday or Friday, I will see you guys next week. And I hope you guys, if you celebrate Christmas, have a happy, very very happy Christmas. Travel safe, be safe. Just have some quality time with your families. And if you don't celebrate Christmas and you celebrate Hanukkah, happy late Hanukkah, since I believe that started last week. And have a very happy Hanukkah if you celebrate Hanukkah too. So um, just be safe, please. Just try to be safe and all that. If you're traveling to visit family for either of those holidays, so um, just try to be safe and all of that. And I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully again on Thursday or Friday.